Hey, how you doing? In the shop with Westcoast Johnny. Today we're going to talk about ant control and how you can get rid of ants at home yourself. What do I use? I use Terro liquid ant killer, and this is very safe for people and pets, though it does say keep out of reach of children. It's the active ingredient is boric acid, okay? And it's not really harmful. Boric acid is in eye wash. It's in a lot of things. It's a disodium octaboric tetrahydrite in the form of borax, which is a borate. You can find this at any hardware store usually. The company, the Cinerette company, has been around since 1893. And this product itself has been around for, gosh, close to 100 years. As a matter of fact, here's a bottle of it right here. See that? Terro California Ant Killer. The sugar it kind of crystallized and got dark, but I'm sure this is still really, really effective. I collect vintage pest control products like this, and I've been in the termite and pest control business as a professional for 32 years now. And I swear by anything that ants can take back to the nest. It's the only true way to get rid of ants. Give them something to take back to the nest, because they're just like bees and termites. They live in a colony. They all depend on each other. The queen ant isn't going to walk around looking for food. Either are the baby ants or the soldier ants. They're all back in the colony waiting for the workers to bring stuff to them. And in return, they protect the colony. So very sophisticated caste system, it's called. Termites are the same way. Bees are the same way. But there's a good way to use this, and then there's a way that's going to frustrate you. Okay, if you watch some other videos, or even try this yourself. On the back of the box, there's these little perforated squares. Okay, place Terro here. Now, let me tell you something. If you put a whole bunch of Terro on this thing and you fill that droplet little area up as big as like a penny, maybe big as a nickel, what's going to happen is you're going to set this out, and the ants are going to come and they're going to flock to it. They're going to start taking it back to the nest. They're going to come back, drink up some more, take it back to the nest. But the next day, when you still have most of that drop on there, you're going to see that they're starting to avoid it. Why is that? Well, my theory to this is, when you put a big old drop, if they can't drink it up in just a few hours, it starts to coagulate and kind of harden a little bit. And then it's almost impossible for the ants to even try to pierce it with their mandibles or to drink it up. They got these little suction cup things that they drink with. They don't drink like we can drink out of a straw because they don't have lungs. But it's like a capillary action, and if the Terro is a little bit too hard, they can't touch it. They'll just go around it, and you're going to go, why aren't they drinking that? There's a whole bunch, they're avoiding it, and you're going to get frustrated. Well, that's what's happening. All right, so what you want to do is get a little paper, cardboard, thick paper, put 4 or 5 little drops on it, set it out where the ants are. I usually use several of these. And then I'll come back in a few hours, put a little more out, because they're going to be taking it back. Once they discover it and more come and come, they're going to start taking it back. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm making it worse. What do I do? Should I clean this up? Should I just spray them with some Raid and just, call it a day? No, the last thing you ever want to do is to get a can of Raid, even though it says kills ants and roaches, and just spray a line of ants. That's the worst thing you can do, seriously. You can get rid of them yourself. It may take a few days. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated, okay? You can do it. I'm going to show you how I set them all up. Now, my neighbor once, I had a neighbor who had a professional company come out and sprayed around her house every 60 days because she was seeing the oriental cockroach in her house, and she freaks out. She does not like those, okay? They were in the house, in the yard, everywhere. So they would come out and spray, and they'd come out every 60 days, okay? It was like a bi-monthly. And the problem with that was, one day I asked her, I said, what are they using that only lasts 60 days? And she showed me a piece of paper they gave her. And it was a product that, you know, a lot of pest control people use, but, you know, it knocks bugs down for a minute and it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't keep them, it doesn't eliminate them, okay? It just tries to keep them at bay, and then it just fades away and then they come right back. So don't fall into that trap where you need to, or feel you need to call a professional because you have ants, because all they're going to do is rope you into some kind of service. Now, I sprayed my house for the Oriental cockroach with a very safe product, very safe for people and pets, and years went by before any of them came back. So eventually I did that for her, and years went by before they came back. So I told her, save your money. What are they using that only lasts a couple months anyways? I mean, come on, think about it. It's all about sales. You know, they want to get a route going. They want that check in the mail. So I'm going to teach you guys how to get rid of ants yourself, seriously. Okay, so here's how you would apply it. You just go ahead, take one of the little perforated squares provided, put one drop on it, just like that. One or two little drops, that's it. Set it out. What I like to do, I usually get the bigger ones, and you want to go drop, 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 just like that. 4 little drops. See those? That's perfect. You just set it out and let the ants come. We'll do it one more time. Drop, drop, just like that. See those little drops? That's perfect. Now you set this out right where you're seeing the ants, and they will find it right away. They'll circle it, okay? And they're gonna drink it up and take it back to the nest and come back. And this is gonna go on. And then you just wanna monitor it and keep fresh drops on there. Like I said, don't put a big old drop, they'll avoid it. So as you can see, the battle I had with the ants in one of my bathrooms, it went on for 4 days. The 5th day, they were completely gone. They're not coming back. They're dead. And if they do come back, it's going to be an entirely new colony. So if you have any questions about ants or anything like that, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. If you like seeing this kind of stuff, I have just a collection of stuff like this. It's a mind bender how much stuff I have just to show you if you'd like to see. Vintage sprayers, like you name it, like 30 something years of collecting. So we'll see that. I'll make a little video about that. But in the meantime, don't pay somebody for something you can do yourself. Seriously, go out and have a great day.